what are the things that you're trying to do with this budget? Is this a budget for jobs, or what are you doing? I was in the Treasury for 7 years, and in that time, I think we did 9 budgets and 7 autumn statements. And they were the big events for the Treasury. Everything worked up towards what described as these fiscal events. And essentially, you would start off with working out what your fiscal ambition was. What are you trying to do? What's the level in which you're trying to reduce the deficit or control the debt or whatever it might be. So you're working on a target. You've got the Office for Budget Responsibility, which is producing various iterations of fiscal forecasts. So that's the backdrop in which you're working. And as those OBR numbers change, so various measures might drop in or drop out and so on. You'll also have certain objectives. What are the things that you're trying to do with this budget? Is this a budget for jobs, or what are you doing with it? And you will have a long list of measures, whether they are revenue raisers to meet your fiscal targets, whether they are giveaways to fulfill some other purpose. You've got those long list of measures, and as you work through them, various ones get eliminated. So if you're looking at revenue raisers, which is what I used to do spend a lot of time working on potential tax rises, as you go through the process, you'll start dropping some, you'll start prioritizing, and eventually the list of measures narrows down. You'll have some engagement with number 10, which the Treasury tends to hate doing, as you'll remember.
We always used to love it.
Yeah, I know. It was the sort of attitude in the Treasury from officials was when the Prime Minister and number 10 wanted to sort of have a say on the budget or just have see details of it, was what's it got to do with them? So there would always be some resistance, and that wasn't necessarily personal to particular chancellors. That's just the institutional view. But eventually you'd share this, depending upon the nature of the relationship between number 10 and number 11, you'd share this and you'd reach a final conclusion a little bit earlier than used to be the case. I mean, I think back in the sort of Gordon Brown days, these things would be finalized on the Tuesday evening, but because you had to get you now have to get everything to the OBR, the Office of Budget Responsibility, at least the final decisions on the sort of Friday beforehand, but most of the big decisions well before that. It's a more orderly structure. You kind of ended up with your final package.